Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Kat, known as phamerina.planning here on YouTube and on Instagram. And today's video is a plan with me for the week of December 16th through the 22nd, which is the week that contains my birthday. My birthday is on December 19th. And I'm using this paper trail plans kit called You're Invited, pairing it with a bunch of stuff because I bought this kit back in 2022. I keep wanting to think it's 2021, but it's 2022. Didn't buy any of the add-ons, none of the florals, none of that stuff. So I had to go digging to find things. Somehow I ended up with the Glow Deco kit or Deco journal things. Words are failing me. I also paired it with the romanticized foil quotes and deco, and then I purchased the alcohol inks and the journal kit for the Coquette collection from Sadie Stickers last year. I don't know if it's still there. And I remember when I hauled this or the Coquette stuff that I realized the You're Invited collection pulls a little more purple versus Coquette, which pulls staunchly in the pinks. So I figured to kind of balance everything out and to make use of stickers I have, I pulled in one of the fashion dolls from the Microcosmos collection from Starlight Paper Studio. She is stunning. I love her. I love that dress. It's just so cute. She'll come back soon. She went in the sidebar for sure. So I sat down and I'm like, so what am I doing? And I knew, like, if you look at the washi, it's rather simple, which is good. It's not like that's not a bad thing. But I didn't have a lot of elements that span the full width of the column. So I went digging through my stuff to see what I had in rose gold, which I don't know if I mentioned this is foiled in rose gold. And I was like, I really, to be honest, I don't really know what drove me to do it, but I saw those florals. I think those were also from Sadie Stickers, and I was like, let's do some sort of like fun floral moment up in the top here. Which was great, but then I kind of got stuck on how to do the bottom washi area because again, I think I pulled the thin green strip up in the top. The lace strip was already up at the top. So I was like, how am I going to do the bottom part? Especially since the bottom has the garland. And like, to me, when I see like garlands, I want to put them in the top. I feel like I should have like flipped this, like the top and the bottom. And like in my head, I feel like it might have looked better if I flipped the two of them. Just so that the elements made a little bit more sense. And then I probably would have resolved my date cover issue too. But we'll get to that part. So, like I said, oh, actually, I didn't say anything. I was just rambling. So for my bottom washi area, I pulled in the bottom washi that had the garland, and the kiss cut florals. However, I didn't want to just lay that down without any other foil behind the floral, so I pulled in the like those twinkle like trails from the romanticized deco foil deco and layered that behind the florals just so that it had something that wasn't right white to pop against. So that's the top and the bottom. Just gonna do the same for both sides. And since my birthday is on Thursday, I decided to go ahead and move my sidebar over to Wednesday, just to make the day before Thursday a little more special. I feel like I could have implemented the sidebar a little bit better. It's not bad. I just feel like it didn't necessarily meet the vision in my head. And like that's always the hardest thing when you have a vision in your head and like you don't necessarily meet it. Like I feel like the bottom is great. I love how I laid the balloon behind her. Wish I like thought about my alcohol inks a little bit better, but I didn't really plan the alcohol inks, so that's why they turned out the way they did. But then, like, again, since it's an older kit, actually not again, I'm saying again because I just voiced over another Plan With Me that used an older kit. Not a lot of deco, and that's kind of on me because I could have bought more deco. since I only had the base kit for this one. So I feel like I struggled with this top part of the sidebar. Um, like I just kind of kept throwing things. This is so I posted about this on my Instagram stories, and people are like, "No, this looks great," and I'm like, I'm not saying that it doesn't look great. I guess for me, like, I feel like I started to kind of throw everything together, and I feel like it doesn't like mesh as well as I want it to. Because I have two different types of florals. I have just like a bunch of different foil florals and foil things, and I had the lanterns and the butterflies. I just felt it felt like it was a lot of elements not meshing together the way that I want it to, which is like how can I expect them to mesh together very well when they're from vastly different kits and collections and they have slightly different colors? So, like, I just had to get over that. I guess is what I'm saying. It's gonna take me a little bit. It's gonna be a little while. I just need some time away from from the process of putting this together, and then I'll forget all about that and I'll be like, oh my god, this is so pretty. I have no notes. Because right now my notes is just it just seems like a lot of different elements kind of crammed together. And like I it's not that's not a wrong statement because that is what happened. So when I say I don't want to say I'm unhappy. When I say like I feel like it's too much, that is what I mean. I feel like it's not cohesive, as in there were too many different elements and they were all kind of vying for attention. Um and that's just because I just made this spread, so like it's fresh in my mind that these are all from different places and it's not meshing together. So um that's where I'm coming from that. And I feel like it happens I have used like hodgepodge kits together, but in my brain they've worked better before. And I think it's because they were distinct enough that like it was clear, whereas now it kind of looks like things go together but they don't. um that's just my thought. It's not like I don't like this sidebar. It's just I need the time away from the process of making it, and then I'll love it even more. So for my date covers, since I have that large statement foiled floral piece up at the top, I didn't want to do anything crazy. I didn't want to put too much more foil here. So as you saw, I was debating on which of the headers I wanted to use here to I don't know, provide a backdrop for the date covers. Went with the lace ones because they're unfoiled. That was mostly why. And then for my boxes, I had the happy birthday extra box. And I knew I wanted to put the cake down here. And then those balloons were from the Miss and Meow. Ooh, it's her New Year's kit. I do not remember what the kit is called. I also want to think it's called New Beginnings. I'll find out. um, and I wanted to use the holly liners from Dash of Sun because I asked her to like put them on my freebie because I was born in December. And December's one of December's flowers is holly, so that's why, holly flower, December baby makes sense, right? And where I started with this was these not foiled, but they look like they're like the foil balloons. To mark how old I am. I turned 33. Um, and I was trying to figure out how to make it like work. Um, Dang, 33 is it's just a weird number. It's not like anything special, but it's just strange. It's just strange to think about that, you're solidly past your beginning of your 30s and life. Sorry. Um life. So that was how I did that set aside. I knew I wanted to have the birthday there. I knew I wanted to have the cake and the 33, so I just did a little tilted box moment. Then on the other side, I wanted to pull in this balloon garland that came from the Glow journal kit. I think that's what that's called. It's the Glow Deco. I don't remember exactly what it was. And then I pulled in the Let's Celebrate box here just to, um, you know, just to use that box. Did a little tilted box moment. Forgot to hit stop and start at the same time, so things were popping in. I think at this point is when I realized that I flipped them around. So oopsie on that one. Um, and yeah, I just did the tilted boxes, and since I put my sidebar in the middle this time, and I did have the fashion girl at the bottom, I will go with a straight box next to her. It was which one? Actually, we're gonna find out. I think it's the canopy looking one. And for some reason, I didn't want to use box liners. No idea. There was like no like real like it wasn't an active thought. It just wasn't like I didn't pull them out. Even though I used the holly liners, but I just didn't think to, hey cat, go pull out your box liners so you can use them. Um, no idea. There wasn't any rhyme or reason for it. That was just it. And so I took a look at the boxes and I knew I wanted to use the one with corgi. So I am, I pulled, opened my spread out because I learned my lesson from the Autumn Whispers um playing with me. And I just wanted to look at the color of the boxes that I've had down so far. And just make sure that I what's the word? I didn't use too many boxes of one color. Although now that I'm looking at it, I feel like I probably should have used a different color box because it's the green box next to the green tree. Um, but that's neither here nor there. And here's another instance where it's like I could have just simply pulled out my box liner to line out like the RSVP box just to like give it some like to anchor it somewhere, but I didn't. I don't no reason. I just didn't think to do it. On to the day by day. So, the day by day, what do we start with? We start with the 16th, right? Yes. So we start with the day off. Why did I have a day off? Do I remember why I had a day off? I don't randomly just take days off. So there had to be a reason. Probably the babysitter. Most likely the babysitter couldn't make it that day. Then we played in the rain. Bub and I played in the rain. And then I finished the night by running laundry. Yeah, why did I have the day? I'm just getting stuck on that. It doesn't really matter why I had the day off. So when I forget where I got these little dot accents from, but it now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really make sense why I put them under the umbrella, but like that was kind of to like simulate the rain. But you put the rain on, the outside parts. But it's fine. It's fine. We played in we didn't have an umbrella. I just put on my like heavy kind of water resistant jacket. He had a water resistant jacket. Gave him some rain boots. We were good to go. So we played in the rain. There was no umbrella involved. So I guess I didn't need a marker. I should have used rain boots. That would have been more appropriate. But we move on. Tuesday, we had our celebrations at work, our manufacturing celebrations, of which, what's funny? I started this job on the 18th. And then my birthday is on the 19th. So, like, Chop kind of gave me a job for my birthday, which is, like, really funny. So my work birthday and my birthday are just one day apart, and nobody has any excuse for forgetting either one of those realistically. On Tuesday, I already started that. That's the manufacturing celebrations. We had my birthday dinner that night. Oh, hold on, Kat. What did you do? I'm just confused because I just did a voiceover and I said, yeah, we decorated the Christmas tree, but how could we have decorated the Christmas tree if I'm putting on lights for the Christmas tree now? I don't know. It's probably we bought the Christmas tree. Oopsie. Oopsie. Yeah, we bought the Christmas tree on the 15th. We didn't decorate the Christmas tree on the 15th. We bought it because I put the lights in on Tuesday when Bub was at grandma, so I could put the lights on uninterrupted. I remember this now. That's why. Um, so I done amendment to the last plan with me. We we bought the Christmas tree on the 15th. We didn't decorate it because we didn't have, like, we just got it. We got a live tree. I never specified that. We always, for the past 2-3 years now, we've bought a live tree. Because my husband knows how to tend a live tree. He knows um needs to be watered and all this other stuff. So he's aware of how to take care of a live tree. Therefore, we always get a live tree. Um, so I put the lights on the live tree on Tuesday. Very long circular thought there. Sorry about that. Um, and I got Happy Mail from Blissful Jade Designs and White Deer Stationery that night. Black Friday orders had started coming in. On Wednesday, there was so much traffic in the city. It was probably like people just rushing in to finish out anything before the holidays, or commuting to Philly, or I guess to the airport is probably more what it was, which makes more sense that they were commuting to the airport. Um, but yeah, it had been a rough few traffic days those days. I was not having fun. Um, and then I shared some Happy Meal on Instagram. And here I'm just going back and just adding some more foil in a few places because I feel like I was neglecting my foil a little bit. On the 19th is my birthday. I will handwrite, like, for little things. I'm debating whether I'm going back and like writing things into my planner again for these things. I just kind of like the look of the spread without the ink. But we'll see. I'm kind of feeling the itch to start it again. I find it very funny that I wrote 33rd birthday when I did already call it out, so I'm not sure why I did that, but that is neither here nor there. My husband made steak for dinner that night. He does it, I think that he says it's like the French style where um you like ladle the butter on top of the steak as it's cooking, so it like adds this really buttery taste to it. When he first did it, we we kept the butter and like dipped the steak in the butter. We're like, this is not good for the arteries, so we're not doing this again. But it was so delicious. Ugh, so good. um he makes a mean steak. Then I finished the night with a planning sesh. On the 20th, I started the day with a Dr. Coffee run. It was the last day of this campaign that I was so happy about it because that meant I didn't have to worry about it anymore. But spoiler alert, we had an issue with the last batch, so we might have to redo it, but we have to wait for testing to determine whether we need to or not. But I was so happy that it was the last day of the campaign, like, actually. Although that is the last thing I marked. I have it in my notes backwards. We also had snow that day. I don't think it was a lot of snow. It was a light sprinkling, but enough snow. On the 21st, I made breakfast for the family. We did a Target run. We decorated the tree that day. Here we go. And then, wait, hold on. We started Target run. Oh my goodness. Yeah, make breakfast, Target run, decorate tree, and it was a early bedtime for everybody. Um, this is the rough day. It was a rough parenting day. I remember this now. It was a rough parenting day. On the 22nd, we watched Klaus. Klaus is one of those Halloween. It's one of those Christmas movies we watch every year. I talk about it in one of my Bujo with me's. It's the Get to Know Me version. Came out during Plan Miss, but Klaus is a movie we watch every Christmas. It's on Netflix. It's great. Love that movie. And then we had Christmas with my in-laws. I only have like two Christmas icons, I realized. The tree and the unwrapping thingy. So like I did, or the wrapping gifts. I didn't wrap gifts, but we spent Christmas with the Perlos. After that, we came home. I vacuumed the house, and I did a voiceover. Hold on. Yeah, apparently I did a voiceover that night. I don't remember doing that. Probably had to. Plan Miss. I don't remember much during Plan Miss. So here is the spread. Again, I really do like it. I just feel it's actually, now that I'm looking up, there's a lot of purple on the left and not enough on the right. But that's okay. What's done is done. I do enjoy this spread. Um, I just wish I mapped it out a little bit better. But, you know, in time, give me time. I won't even worry about it anymore. So here are the kit leftovers, plenty left. Again, I didn't really make use of my florals, and I kind of forgot about my alcohol inks in the second half, but that's what happens, right? That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would love it if you gave the video a like, leave a comment with any of your thoughts down below, and I would be so happy if you joined my little channel here by subscribing. And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.